What's up, everybody? I'm with
Nick Lipset.
and tell us how you did and what'd you play?
So I went 6-2, and I was playing my favorite deck, Phantom Knights.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy did it. Top 32. All right. Any shout outs before we get into your profile?
Of course, shout outs to the crew.
All right, the whole
without
crew.
them, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this. They helped me out with the deck. Play testing with them, asking them all types of questions. This is a group effort. So
Yeah. Sweeping us all at locals.
Always, man.
All right, let's get into the deck profile.
Yeah, we'll start with the main deck. Of course, I got the 3 torn scales.
Ooh, those starlights?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Always. We got the silent boots, 3 of them, 2 ancient cloak, the 1 ragged gloves, and the 1 stained greaves. Some people don't like stained greaves. Personally, it came up like at least once a match. Just the extra body, it's way too valuable.
Right on.
So, bunch of good stuff. I would play these ratios. Don't change much.
Okay.
For some of the extenders, I didn't play the punk stuff, so I decided to play these packages, the psychic package, the wielder and the tracker.
How'd you like that?
These cards are so great. Just free if you're trying to play into certain kinds of boards. Any level 2 plus this makes Brick Sword, makes Zeus.
Right on.
So it's easy ways to out. Pretty simple board, especially like Sprite.
Very cool.
Some more extenders, the Graph and the Seer.
EAs.
Yes, sir. These cards, I drew this way more than I wanted to today, but most of the time it actually wasn't that bad.
Okay.
I was discarding it off a unicorn, sunback, and make access code to kill. I like these a whole lot. Drawing this isn't that bad. It's actually pretty decent sometimes if you have the adventure stuff. So, Burning Abyss package is definitely essential. Probably like what makes this deck competitive right now, I'd say, is the right stuff.
Yep.
The 3 Enchantress, the 1 Griffin Rider, and I put this in the last minute.
Illegal night. Okay.
Yeah, I put this in at like probably 2 o'clock in the morning. Just trying to see if it worked.
How'd it perform today?
It overperformed, man.
Yeah.
Bouncing back traps with Eldritch, just clearing boards, bouncing it back with Draco back, and it was so great. It was so good.
Right on.
All right, on for the spells. We got the right stuff, Rite of Ambrazier, Fateful, Draco back. Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, that adventure package, man.
So good. It breaks tiers, protects you, gets you advantage, keeps you playing. Next, for some of the other stuff, 3 E-Tellies. I was messing around between 2 and 3, and I noticed I just wanted to see this extender a little bit more. Just another thing, so you don't, just getting 2, kind of like Sprite, just 2 level 3s, 2 level 2s gets you the combo.
Yes, sir. It's E-Telly.
Yes, sir. Always. I got the 1 Rhoda, the the Foolish, and the Called By, which should definitely be banned. And then
Called By.
Yeah, Called By is disgusting. I actually only saw it like twice, and I discarded it off of Faithful. So there you go. And then probably the card that people were like freaking out about was the Rank Up Magic Launch.
Okay. So we're gonna be seeing some spice in the extra deck.
A little bit. All
right.
Yeah, the other version of the deck, or the other rank up spell, just isn't super good right now because of tier elements. So I honestly think that this is the correct rank up to be playing, at least in this format right now.
Okay.
For the traps, the 2 Fog Blade and the wings. The 3rd Fog Blade doesn't really come up occasionally, but not enough to warrant me playing it.
Yeah. How many cards?
43 cards.
43.
Yeah, 43.
Okay.
And then wings is great, just keeping things protected. It was absolutely great. I prefer this over sword for sure.
All right.
Then for the hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Bell, 3 Imperm.
Okay.
This was it.
No DD Crows, no Ogres.
Yes. So these were things I was always playing, and I was messing around between these and DD Crows. Because besides Exo Sisters, tier is pretty hard, and all of these hit tier in some kind of way, so that was what the deck I was mostly preparing for.
Okay.
Even though I didn't see it all day. So
what were your matchups?
I'll go over in a minute.
All right.
Yeah. So that's it for the main deck, 43 cards. We'll go on to the extra. For the links, for link to Cherubini, this is disgusting since for cost. People try to, in the early rounds, people are dumb, and they try to ask this card, and I'm like, no, dude, like, stop.
Yeah.
It's crazy because if they do that, then I can change what I'm sending. So, yeah. IP, it was okay. Mostly it was just for the protection effect. I was sitting on an undestructible access code against Eldritch for like 7 turns.
Nice.
So it was great. Dark, it was mostly just used as like a dark link 2 that I can make. It was kind of mediocre, but it made me an Appaloosa one, so it was pretty cool. That was it for the link 2s. For link 3s, the Rusty, it's a free +2.
Rusty.
It's absurd. And then this Unicorn. This card was absolutely nuts today.
Unicorn's great this format. The removals,
yeah,
so good in so many situations.
Yeah, against tier, you know, you're not sending it to graveyard, you're shuffling it in, you're getting rid of resources.
Right.
It's so good. I definitely recommend playing that. For the link 4s, access code Appaloosa. Appaloosa, like, there are, if you have like nothing but gas in your opening hand and you don't want to play around a whole lot of hand traps, you can usually make this alongside the rest of the board. So I would definitely recommend like trying this out. If you don't like it, you know, play like Unicorn or something else.
All right.
And then the last link, Underworld Goddess. I was prepared.
Oh yeah, get rid of towers.
Yeah, I was prepared for adding Nister. It didn't come up today, but it's come up so many times.
Yeah.
Against Marincess, this card's really good.
Avermax.
Yeah, really just generic stuff that, you know, I can't target, can't out, you know, stuff like that.
Right.
That's it for the links. For the XYZs, 2 Break Sword. I don't think you need 3, but you definitely need 2.
Right.
For the opening combo, you need the 2. You need at least one of them, and then to break the board going second, you need the other one. So it's pretty good. Also, the synergy between this and the Unicorn and access code. You know, you're popping a card with Rusty. You're popping a card off of this. And then you're shuffling a card back with the Unicorn and popping cards off access.
Yeah,
code.
they don't have any board.
Yeah,
they don't have a board.
You're going for game. And then Levier's the other link 3. I don't think I made this all day.
And you're not playing a second one either.
Yeah, just playing one. This is like the 15th card, I'd say, because I really liked Appaloosa and I kind of wanted to stick with that. But yeah, this was the 15th card. It was something to recur resources if I really needed it. But I don't think it really came up today.
All right.
For the link 4s, we had Evil Swarm Nightmare. So for those of you who don't know how the combo works, what you do is you summon out Rusty, and you summon out Break Sword to a zone it points to, destroy the monster, summon back, Break Sword's effect, summon back 2, you're locked into darks.
Wow.
And then 4, so you just make this. This card is absolutely bonkers.
Oh man, Book of Moon twice.
Yeah, double Book of Moon.
Double Book of Moon.
Now it is a win effect, but you know, it doesn't really come up that often.
Right.
It's absolutely great against Sprite.
Yeah.
It's pretty good against stuff like Exo Sisters. So it's pretty good. And then probably
Your snow book me.
Huh?
My Evil Sworn Nightmare book you.
Yeah, bro. Get out of here,
I like
man.
that. I like that.
Man. It's like searchable snow, but not really. And then probably the funniest card, and the one that got the most reactions today was Evil Swarm Ophion.
Ophion. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me the theory behind this guy.
So there's a couple things. So Evil Swarm Ophion, if you guys don't know what it does, basically as long as it has material, nobody can summon level 5 or higher monsters.
Wow.
So the idea is that
walking floodgate.
It's literally just a walking floodgate. It stops tier elements. The only thing in their extra deck they can summon is the Mud Dragon.
Wow.
Against Eldritch, they literally can't summon anything. It's you win. So
yeah,
it's pretty good. It also, funny enough, it came up. I was able to stop a Heavenly Prison from summoning out as well.
Okay,
which is really funny. I played against Eldritch, Zombie, Brandon, something like that, and there was 3 turns in a row where I was just hitting him in the face.
Nice.
Because he just couldn't do anything. And then the last 2, Downerd and Zeus.
Yeah.
If
play Exceeds, you play these.
Exactly. And you play basically all the ways to get to this guy. So, you know, if they don't have any kind of removals, if you can get to this, and you just hit over something, make downer, hit, make Zeus their board, activate it twice, and then you can just keep comboing from there most of the time.
Right on. Okay, let's get into the side.
So for the extra, or the side deck, we'll keep this one off to the side. That's a little surprise for later. The one Pankratops, I only saw it once, and in testing, this card was nuts, but I just didn't see it today. It didn't really come up, so it just kind of stayed in the side deck most of the day. Dark Rulers, again, I mean, I didn't see any. I don't think. Well, I saw one Sprite today, and even then, I sided in. I didn't see it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's
if you're not main decking it, you gotta side it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's way too good of a card. The one Harpies, didn't see it. Double Cosmic, saw both of these, and I didn't want to. But in testing, having another main deck out to things like Mystic Mine, things like Skill Drain, just stuff like that, just to get rid of just really floodgates, other nuisances.
For sure.
And then probably the most controversial, at least for the testing, the most controversial card on my side deck was
big discussions over this one right here.
Yeah, so not a whole lot of people were playing this. I saw it once against Sprite, and it honestly won me the game. It was great.
Yeah, people are opting out for other going first options, and I mean, it's a good last format, good this format.
Yeah, I think it's great. Just slapping tier elements in the tracks, with Dark Ruler or whatever just great card. It's good.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of tier elements and stuff like that, 3 Evenlies.
Oh yeah.
I saw this a couple times. I saw it against Exo Sisters, and I banished all 4 of his back row. It was so good.
Nice.
Even though I still lost the game, we don't talk about that. But he ended up getting top 8. But he was a great player. It was a great game. Anyways, so other than that, this card came up quite a bit in testing as well.
Okay.
And then Red Reboot. If you're not playing this, I don't know what's wrong with you.
And what's the last spicy tech of the side?
So this card won me 3 matches.
3 matches.
3 matches. Bar.
What is going on with this? Why did you play this? And what is it doing for you?
So time rules suck. And,
they do.
And if you're not playing a card to win in time, then you're going to lose, because then your opponent is.
Yeah.
Your opponent's playing in time. If you guys don't know what it does, the main idea is that you put 2 level 3s on the board, summon out Cherubini summon Graph summon this guy, or Cherubini dumps, whatever, summon this guy, and then you go into really whatever, basically Rusty, and then you banish Cherubini and Graph, you burn for 600.
Wow.
So I did that 3 times on my opponents, and they were not happy about it. So,
yeah, I bet that's a hell of a way to lose.
So yeah, that's but the big thing that you want to do if you're going into time, what you want to do is you have the main idea. What you want to do is you want to get to wherever he's at. If you can get to Cherubini, you can most likely win in the last 2 minutes. You summon this guy out. Let's put this up here. Summon out this guy. Summon out, or you send Graph, summon this guy. Then use these 2, make this guy. You burn him for 600 by banishing that and Graph. And what you do is you send Boots off of this guy, and you set a Fog Blade. And then you banish Boots, set another Fog Blade. And what you can do is you can Fog Blade your own monster, your own Rusty, so then they can't attack Rusty. And you have another Fog Blade to stop anything else.
Wow.
So
right on.
It's basically,
puts them on have the answer.
Yeah, it really, having out to my background.
Right.
But, I think I only had a couple games where I just wasn't able to play, but most of the time, if you're able to pop off, there's no really way that you're going to be losing that game.
Yeah,
so,
and again, what were the matchups?
So round 1 was round 1 I played against the Mystic Mine. The Runic deck.
Okay.
2 of that guy I had, Ash and Bell, both games, and he just couldn't win. Couldn't get enough resources. Game 2, he was playing ABC, Punk, Therion, Frogs.
Holy cow. Okay.
Game 1, he opened up the nuts. I didn't really have the hand traps to interact with them. In game 2, he had Gamma, and I couldn't really do anything about it. He was able to hit the Rusty, and I didn't have Griffin to protect anything. Round 3.
And you lost round 2?
Yeah, I lost round 2.
Okay.
Match 3, I believe was. See, that was Labyrinth.
Okay, Labyrinth.
Yeah, Labyrinth. That deck scares me, man. That deck's so good. Ended up going almost straight to time. I basically called battle phase with like 3 seconds left after I was playing super fast. It was a really good game.
Okay.
And then after that, I played. Let's see, what was after that? Oh no, it was basically I played Sprite. I've also played Exo Sisters.
A couple Eldritch too, right?
Yeah, I played a couple Eldritch. One of them was the final round was against branded Eldritch zombies, like with the Doom King and stuff like that.
Wow.
One of them,
in the final round, within top 32 of a 200+ man tournament.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It was Phantom Knights versus Eldritch. It was kind of nuts.
Yeah. Well, let's go to last format. Sure.
Yeah, really. I also like Thunder Patrol up there. It was a really diverse group today.
Right on.
And then the other Eldritch I played was just like Eldritch traps, skill drains, rivalries. One thing that was actually pretty funny is I had IP into access code. I gave him my illegal knight.
Yeah.
And he what was it? He rivalry of the Warlords. So he can't summon anything. I can't summon anything, and I'm just access code just popping all of his stuff the whole time.
Oh, that is great.
Like 6 turns.
That is great.
I just kept this on board just so he couldn't be able to play. It was really funny.
All right.
But overall, I had a great time. It was a great experience.
Anything that you would change to the deck?
I would definitely mess around with a little bit of the hand trap ratios for sure.
Okay.
Still messing around. I think you have to play Ash and you have to play Bell. Ash is just way too generic. Hits everything. Bell is probably one of the better cards against, because you're going to be getting hit by DD Crow, especially on things like on Graph, on anything that you send off Chair BD. So this is a great card as well. Only reason I decided to play this was just so I could have a card drawing. The 6th card.
6 cards important.
Yeah. So
you want to see something you can actually use.
Exactly.
Right on.
I think it was fine. I'm definitely probably going to end up going back and forth between this and DD Crow.
Right on.
I think the extra deck is pretty solid, other than like the Leviair. The Leviair was the only thing I'd probably even consider working out. Maybe a Phoenix was the only thing that I could really think of.
Okay. So. Well, congrats on the top, and anything final in the closing?
Once again, thanks to the guys for always coming out here and supporting me and supporting each other.
Thanks for taking the time out of the day to do the deck profile.
Yeah, man. Well, shout out to Kitchen Table Games in Tampa or in Pinellas Park.
KTG.
Yes, sir. Team KTG. We're in Pinellas Park. If you guys ever want to, it's a great community. They help me out tons. They help me out so much. They have a great community. We have 32-man tournaments all the time on Thursday. So,
right on.
Yeah, man. Good stuff.
Thanks for the profile. Peace.
Appreciate it, man.